Good morning, guys. So it's Thursday today, which means it's been a week since my operation. I'm feeling heaps better. I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of the well wishes. I really appreciate it. I took the bandage off this morning and yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I feel like my nose pretty much looks the same as it did before. I still can't breathe out of it yet, which is really annoying, and I know my voice sounds really annoying as well, but all in all, I'm doing really good. I'm just about to head out of the house, which is going to be the first time I've left the house in a week, which is kind of exciting. YouTube is holding this event for Melbourne YouTubers. To be honest, the main reason that I really want to go is because my friend Rajant, who works for YouTube, is going to be there. I've never actually met in person, and he's coming over to oversee this event. So I'm really excited to finally get to meet my good friend Rajant. Hey.
Say good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning, sweetie?
You fine? You've had your time in the gym?
You've been to the gym. Daddy needs to get back to the gym. Hey. Gotta give me a hug before I go. Does Dad look a bit more normal without these silly things on his nose? Yeah? Alright. You're just looking at the camera. You're not even looking at me. What's going on? You're posing. You're trying to be on fleek. Alright, well you be good for Mummy and Grandma. I love you. Hey mate, I'm just here for a YouTube event.
YouTube event?
Yeah.
Yep, it's not due to start until about 1:30.
Oh, I thought it started at 1. I feel like my worst habit is being early everywhere I go. I have this thing where I hate being late, so I always aim to be early, and then I get places too early, and then I end up just sitting around doing nothing for a little while. So while I got a little bit of downtime, I just wanted to talk to you guys about news I'm sure you've all heard. And that's that we lost one of the world's greatest musicians today. I woke up this morning and read the news about Prince, and to be honest, I thought it was a troll. I didn't believe it. Then I did some Googling. You know how when you like hear a rumor that a celebrity's passed and then you Google it and find out that it was just all a really sick joke, and I expected that to be the case. And then I Googled it and it came up on the news that it was legit, and I couldn't believe it. Like, he's so young. I just don't understand, why do all the greats die young? And Prince was truly one of the greats. He was an originator. He was always pushing the boundaries. He's always been one of my favorite musicians, and I'm legitimately really sad that he's gone. As somebody who loves music so much, I know that the world of music is just not going to be the same without Prince in it. I've been lucky enough to see him perform live once. I really wanted to see his recent show in Australia that was just like a couple of months ago, but I tried really hard to get tickets and couldn't. I just wanted to take a moment to both say rest in peace to Prince, and also send some love to all the other Prince fans out there who are feeling really down today like I am about this news.
For the war of the world, to draw closer till it's all over. The all-knowing knocking doors till they all open. I crawl hoping for.
So I think I was a little bit premature with taking the bandage off. My nose has just been bleeding like crazy, so I've had to come back to the car to put it back on. I just didn't really want to be that guy that everyone's staring at with the funny bandage on his nose, but I guess it's better that than be the guy everyone's staring at because he's got blood all over his face. Right, I think we're in the right place. Hello, how are you? Rajad.
Dude, hi. What's up?
So this, guys, this is my good friend Rajat.
Hello.
I've known him for like 4 years. This is our first time
First
meeting.
time you're meeting. But it's so good to see you.
It's so cool. It's so weird finally meeting you in
Yeah.
person. And excuse my whole face
Dude,
set up there.
You didn't have to come, like.
I had to come and see you, bro. Like, this is the first guy I ever spoke to at YouTube. Like, I remember, like, 4 years ago, he hit me up saying he was from YouTube and he wanted to help me out with my channel. And we thought you were a troll. We were like, this guy doesn't
I'm not
work
a troll,
for
I'm
YouTube.
for real.
And then a few weeks went past, and for some reason, I just decided to email him back, and we've been friends ever since.
Yeah. I remember when I emailed you, you were in Dubai, right?
Oh, I was
Yes.
too.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
had just gotten married and you were in Dubai.
Yeah, that's right. I just left South Africa.
Yeah.
And also I'd like to thank Jamie because even though like most of you saw he's had a surgery, but he still attended the event for the entire day. So a round of applause for him as well.
Thanks, man. You're too kind.
Cool. Thank you everyone. And now
Let's have drinks.
Let's have drinks.
So we're finished for the day. So basically what we were doing today was, what would you say? It's like a classroom type situation, yeah? So we're
Back
doing
to high school.
Yeah, it kind of felt like we were back at high school, learning about how to implement YouTube practices and just make cool content. So yeah, it was. What did you guys think?
I thought it was good.
It was cool.
Fun. It's been good.
Moment to stand, only to fall sober with an omen in hand. I call for Oprah, but she won't understand what's going through a man's mind. Media landmines, they feeding on a man's pride, bleeding, they can't find a tourniquet.
So Rajat, you're off to Sydney now, huh?
Yeah, I'm off to Sydney.
For how long?
3 days.
You live the life, bro. Tell them, guys, in the last month, this guy has just been traveling for work. You had the best job, man. Where have you been in the last month?
In the last 1 month, Singapore, then to Tokyo, then back to Singapore, then Mumbai, back to Singapore, then Sydney, now Melbourne, after this Auckland, then to
then
Manila,
LA, yeah?
then to Manila, then to LA in 1 month.
Bro, can you get me a job at YouTube? For real.
Yeah, let's do that.
We could be work
I
buddies.
think
You
this
can
is
be
the
my
gap.
boss.
Yeah.
This is your Uber.
Yeah.
Bro, it is such a pleasure finally meeting you. Like,
It's really nice meeting
This-
you in person.
this guy is a legend. Like, I can't find a bad word to say about you, bro.
You're too kind, man. Thank you, but it's like you
And
guys.
Nikki said to say hi as well. Oh, hey.
Oh, how's your surgery?
Are
Are you going to open channel?
getting through it. Yeah, it's just down there. I'll show you in.
Okay, can I go with you then?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know where to go.
Cool.
All
See
of
you,
you guys,
brother.
thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, subscribe to his channel. What do they look up?
Everyday questions.
Everyday questions with Rajat. It's
Yeah.
like he answers really cool questions.
Be
Great
uploading
channel.
more. I should be
You
uploading.
should be uploading more. And tell Tutu she needs to upload more
Yeah,
as well.
I'll tell Tutu as well. Cool. Thank you so much,
See you,
Jamie.
brother.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
So I'm gonna head home now. I've been pretty good this whole time with not taking painkillers, just because I hate how out of it they make me feel, and I don't like being out of it. But just to get through the day today, I had to take 2 painkillers, and I'm feeling a little bit woozy from the side effects from them, to be completely honest. So I think I'll probably just go and sit down in the car for about 15 minutes, just so that I'm good to drive. All in all though, it was a really good event. It was great catching up with a bunch of other YouTubers, and it was really good getting to meet an old friend for the first time, but my nose is really killing me. To be honest, I probably shouldn't have pushed myself as hard as I did today. So when I get home, I'm just gonna go straight to bed because my nose is just really just like.
Somebody please hold me. Cause ever since the day that I was created, I never thought that I would state that I wasn't afraid to die.
Do you guys have the gourmet burger range in McDonald's around the world, or is that just an Australian thing? Hey Louie. Hey Louie. Hey. Hey Oscar. Hey. Hey Dad. How are you? When did you get here?
Oh, a couple of hours ago.
Hey, that's who I'm looking for. That's who I'm looking for. Hello.
Danu.
Hey. Hey. How's she been today?
Yeah, very good. She's been drinking a lot.
Is she?
Yes.
Hello. Hey, beautiful girl.
Sleeping
Missed
quite
you.
a lot too.
You seem quite sleepy.
She's waiting on Nikki's pumpkin.
Hey.
Hey!
Hey. You smiling for daddy? You
You have to put
smiling
your
for daddy?
plugs back in.
Yeah. Did you miss me today? Why's dad got those funny things back in his nose? Huh? Why the funny things back? So what's she been doing today?
Oh, well, we went for a walk.
Yeah. Did she like her walk?
Yeah, she always likes her walk.
You like
she
your
went
walk?
to sleep and then she slept for a little bit, and so she slept and fed. She slept
Humpty
for quite a...
Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. You too tired to laugh for me?
Did you get some tea?
Yeah, that's McDonald's. What did you guys have for
Fish
dinner?
and chips.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was nice.
Hey guys, so to be honest, I feel like I kind of overdid it yesterday and I've been in a lot of pain today and I've just been feeling like really run down. So most of the day I've just been in bed sleeping. Ava's had a cold today as well, so she's been really moody, and Nikki's been really busy taking care of her. So we didn't end up actually vlogging today. We decided to take the day off. So to make up for that, I decided that I'd do a little bit of an impromptu Q&A video about vlogging, and I just wanted to thank everybody for sending in so many questions. So the first question comes from Daphne Harris, and that was on Twitter, and she said, how do you decide the music for each shot? Finding music that fits the vlog is the hardest part of editing. So many hours go into finding the right music. I'm always looking out for cool music. Sometimes people email me music. Other times I just search the internet. I go through SoundCloud and find really cool independent artists. And when I find cool songs, I'll just email them and ask them for permission to use their music. I've got all these folders of music that I like that I'm allowed to use. Like I've probably got a list of like 500 songs that I can use. And then when I'm editing the vlog, I'll just sort of go through some of those songs and figure out which ones fit my current mood at the time and the scene. So the next question comes from Chantel's Life, and that's on Twitter. And she said, what made you want to make your vlogs different and more artistically stimulating? That's a really good question. I feel like as a creative person, I want to feel as if I've achieved something every time I edit. So if I edit a boring vlog, a vlog that has nothing creative or artistic in it, I feel a little bit disappointed in myself, and not because I'm not creating something that's entertaining people, just because I'm not pushing myself as a creative. When I do something different in terms of editing style, I feel like I've accomplished something. I feel like I've created some kind of art. And before I started doing vlogs as my full-time thing, I was creating all these really cool music videos for artists like Tiger and YG, Ty Dolla $ign, T-Pain. Every time I would create something, at the end of it, I would feel really accomplished. Like it didn't matter if 100 people watched it or 100,000 people, I just felt within myself that I created something cool. And that was a really good feeling. So I just want to feel that feeling every time I edit something. So the next question comes from Twitter as well, and it's from So Far It's Amy, and she said, Jamie, what's your favorite vlog? My favorite vlog, look, there's two of them, our wedding video and Ava's birth video, because they were the two happiest days of my life. Jason Hegan said, how long did it take for your channel to gain momentum? It took a while. I reckon it probably took us about a year to get our first 1,000 subscribers. And then the next year we probably had like 15,000 subscribers. So it's definitely not something that happens overnight. So I always tell people who are starting a vlog, don't expect it to happen overnight. You have to do this for the right reasons. You can't start a vlog thinking that you're gonna get really well known by it. You're gonna be able to quit your day job. And it's as easy as that. It's something you've got to first do because you really love it and you're passionate about it and you get enjoyment out of it. And then people will see that and recognize that eventually, and then your channel will gain momentum. But if you start a vlog expecting it to just blow up and happen overnight, you're probably going to be pretty disappointed. The next question comes from Katie, and she said, vlogging in public can be super tough for me sometimes. What did you do to get used to it? Do you have any tips or tricks besides just do it? To be honest, that is the best tip that I can give you. Just do it. I still feel awkward when I do it at times, but I've just learned to develop the mentality of do it for the vlog. I hate getting home and having really boring footage, and I find that if I only vlog when I'm in the car, or I only vlog at home, the vlog becomes very one-dimensional, and I find that's really boring. I find vlogs are always a lot more interesting when you're out in public, when you're interacting with other people, when you're showing different environments. So to me, as a vlogger and as a video editor, I feel it's more important to me to have an interesting vlog to edit when I come home than it is for me to be completely anonymous to complete strangers on the street and, you know, not have them judge me. So I'm just at the stage where I don't really care what strangers think. The reality is, if they were to come up to me and ask me why I'm talking to a camera, and I told them, hey, I'm a vlogger, I have this, you know, cool YouTube channel, probably 99% of them would be like, that is really cool, I wish I could do the same thing. So that's how I've learned to get over it. So Alicia asked me, what is the best feature in Premiere Pro? Probably my favorite feature is the color grading tools that just came in not too long ago, but I also really like Magic Bullet, which is another color grading suite that you can buy for Premiere Pro. It has this really cool plugin called Mojo, and I use that a lot on the vlogs because it's a really quick and easy way to color grade, and you can manipulate it really easily. Grace asked me, have you ever thought about switching it up and making a music video type video of your day instead of a vlog? To be honest, I did think about that for a while, but I feel vlogs are all about the rawness of reality. And I feel like if I was to make an entire vlog, mainly music video, it would take the reality and rawness out of it. And I've seen other vloggers who do it, and when I first start watching their vlogs, I really enjoy it. But I find I can't continue watching them on a regular basis because I struggle to really know who they are. I feel like they're just trying to make everything really pretty and they're not showing who they really are, if that makes sense. And life isn't just all pretty images. Life is about the awkward moments where you're changing a nappy and you're crying just as much as your baby's crying, or, you know, life is about just the silly little things that you say to one another. And I feel like that would be lost if I was to make it more music video-ish. So I always try and keep a balance of rawness and creativity in the vlog, and so far I feel like that works. So Kayla asked me if I went to college for cinematography, and I'm completely self-taught. I watched hundreds of YouTube tutorials. I learned from failing time and time again, just taking a camera with me everywhere I went and learning how to use it in manual mode and just trying different things with editing. And I feel like anybody can do that. Like film and photography is one of those things where studying helps, and I would still love to study it one day, but I feel like it's not something you need anymore. So long as you have the drive and passion, you can learn skills in film and photography on your own. Because most of the successful filmmakers I've met and successful photographers I've met have told me the exact same thing. Most of them are self-taught, and then I've met heaps of people who studied it and they lost their passion through study. And me, I was never good at school. My grades were terrible. I was a little bit of a troublemaker in school, and my teachers said that I was just gonna grow up to be a loser. And I honestly believed that until I realized I could take my future in my own hands and learn a craft myself. And I feel like I've become pretty successful with film. So if I can do it, I believe that anybody can. So Karyella, I'm not sure if I pronounced your name wrong, so I'm really sorry if I completely butchered it. If I did, just blame it on my nose. She asked me, how long does it take you approximately to edit a vlog? It's literally all over the place. Back in the day when I wasn't really creative with it, it would take me an hour max. These days it probably averages about 4 to 5 hours, but it can sometimes take a lot longer. Like one of the LA vlogs took me 14 hours to edit. So Christy Bat said, what's the best way to start a YouTube channel? Just do it. Like that's what I tell all of my friends who want to start a YouTube channel. The thing with YouTube is you can't overthink it. YouTube is about rawness and honesty. And so long as you're willing to be raw and put yourself out there and be honest with your subscribers and with yourself, that's all you need. You don't need fancy cameras, you don't need fancy editing software or even editing skills. All you need is yourself. And you gotta realize that vlogging is a learning experience. It's not like a TV show. Like with a TV show, you need everything to be perfect before it goes on air. Like you don't want to tune into Channel 7 and watch a show where they're still figuring out how to use the cameras or how to act. But the thing with YouTube is people understand and expect that. They want to see your journey. So if you put up a vlog and it's not the most entertaining thing in the world, then it's not the end of the world and it's not the end of your channel. It's just the start of your journey. So don't worry about things being perfect or waiting for, you know, something really exciting to happen in your life. Just pick up a camera, start doing it today, and things will fall into place. Your vlog will start becoming more and more interesting the more time you spend on it. Jasmine Lynette asked me, how can you vlog if your life is boring? Look, the reality is nobody's life is boring. We used to feel like our life was really boring and we thought no one would want to watch our vlogs, and we just did our vlogs for ourselves. We didn't do them expecting that other people would watch. We just did them to sort of like document our lives, and you know, they were like fun home videos and they just took off. And that's the beauty of vlogging and the beauty of YouTube. Like no matter what your interests are and how boring you think they are or how boring you think your issues are, there's always going to be somebody else out there who relates to them and feels the exact same way as you. YouTube is a really amazing way for people to connect like that. So Irene Calincia said, what's your motivation to vlog? In the beginning, it was just for fun. It was just a bit of a hobby. Also, we put these videos out there because when we first got engaged, there were so many people saying your relationship won't work because you're too different, because Nikki's too black and I'm too white, and you know, like couples from different backgrounds don't work. And we felt by putting our relationship out there and showing all of these people in the rest of the world that, hey, our relationship is the same as any other relationship, would help fight that stigma. And I really feel like it did, because there was people who were really against our relationship in the beginning who actually came up to us and said, you know, in the beginning, I was against you guys being together, but I've been watching your videos and I see how much you love one another and how good you are together. So I feel like it was a really great way to handle that situation. But now I feel like my motivation to vlog is both to create, because I want to create something every day. I want to evolve as a creative and constantly push myself to create content, and also just to bring some positivity into the world as well. CA Dolan asked me, what sort of editing software do you use? I use Premiere Pro. I think Premiere is definitely the best video editing program out there, but it's also one of the hardest to use. It's not that user-friendly, especially when you're new to video editing. So if you're just starting out, maybe start out on iMovie or Final Cut and then progress to Premiere Pro as you get a little bit more serious about things. So Kiana Therese asked, has anybody ever tried to steal your camera while you're doing those walking away shots or the time-lapse shots? So when I'm doing the time-lapse shots, I always sit next to the camera. I generally just sit down and reply to comments or emails and stuff like that while I'm doing a time-lapse. But for the walk-away shots, I'm always paranoid that somebody's going to try and steal my camera. But surprisingly, it's only ever happened once, and that was when I was at the airport. I can't remember which airport it was, but somebody did try and take my camera. Lex Pat said, do you have a stabilizer for moving shots? Yes, I've got the DJI Osmo, which is a small handheld gimbal. It's incredible. It's so smooth when you walk with it. I pretty much only use it for B-roll. I just got it recently, just before the LA trip. So Morning Rain asked, what's TMI in vlogging? I mean, what should a vlogger keep private? That's a really good question. Before I upload a vlog, I always ask myself the question, how would I feel about Ava watching this vlog in 20 years time? And before Ava was around, I used to ask myself the question, how would I feel about my mom watching this vlog tomorrow? Because my mom watches all of our vlogs. So I would still want my family to be proud of me, and I would still want me in 20 years time to cherish that memory when I look back at that part of my life. So I'm generally putting the best moments of my life into our vlogs. We never claim to be perfect people. Like all other couples, we fight from time to time. I don't think there's any couples out there who doesn't have their down moments. And we've always said we don't want to put those moments in the vlog because they're not moments that we want to remember. We don't need to remember those, and so we don't need to show those moments either. So yeah, we try and keep drama out of our channel. So the Hills asked, how do you cut clips to the beat of the track? So basically, I generally edit to hip hop beats. So hip hop beats are what you call 4/4 beats. You've got, you've got kicks there, kicks there. So it's like doom doom tss, doom doom tss. That part is generally where I'll edit on. So when I'm editing a video, I'll actually look at the waveform, which is, I'll insert a picture of what a waveform is, and you'll always notice where there's a hard-hitting drum, there's a spike in the waveform. I generally just cut to those. That's the easiest way to edit to a beat. So Microblading said, what is the best way to start a vlog and build a following with substance? That's a really good question. I personally feel like the best thing we ever did with our vlog in terms of growing the vlog was consistency. The first few years that we were vlogging, we didn't have consistent days where we vlogged. We would do a vlog and then post it like on a Friday, and then maybe go 2 weeks without vlogging, and then post another vlog on a Tuesday, and they would just be all over the place. People didn't know when to expect that our vlogs were gonna come out. And then after a couple of years of doing it, and after my friend Rajan telling me over and over and over again, we need to start scheduling our videos, we decided that we were gonna upload at 6 a.m. every Wednesday and 6 a.m. every Sunday. And as soon as we started doing that, we noticed our channel pretty much just exploded. So I feel like consistency is definitely key to growing your channel. Sounds like such a simple thing, but it's amazing how much your channel will grow if people know when to expect your vlogs. So the lucky last question is from Chelsea Cooper, and she's basically asking how I do that editing trick where there's like 2 or 3 of me in the same screen. So it's actually a lot easier than it looks. So I'll explain how I do the one at the gym where I'm on 3 different treadmills at the same time. All I do is I film it 3 times. I make sure when I frame it that the framing is set so that if I'm on one treadmill, you won't see me in the next treadmill. So like, I won't be flying my hands around like that and then getting them into that second shot, if that makes sense. So then I'll go into Premiere and I'll crop it. So I'll cut the middle frame in the middle. So the middle frame is just that middle section. And then I'll cut the side one, so it's just that side. And then I'll cut the other side, so it's that. So it's essentially 3 different videos, but I've just used the cropping tool to crop them. Now in Premiere, you've also got a feature called Feather, which if you don't use that, you'll actually see the lines of those separate videos. So if you use the feathering tool, it sort of like spreads the videos out, I guess you could sort of say, or maybe like blurs it out, if that makes sense, and then morphs that line into one video. And then that's how I do it. It's really, really easy. Another thing you have to make sure about is that you've got consistent light. It's really hard to do outside, because if you're outside, the light's constantly changing. So say I was to do a scene in my backyard where I'm doing the same thing, the lighting could be different in that frame, and then it looks really obvious as to what I've done. Whereas if I do it at the gym, or I do it inside with all of my curtains closed and just the lights on, it's really easy to keep the lighting consistent. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that question and answer video. I'm really sorry that our vlogs have been a little bit boring lately, but I'm sure you guys understand. Our house is just really crazy at the moment, with me still like really run down from my operation and Ava being sick, but you know, give it a week or so and our vlogs will be back to normal. I hope you guys all had a really awesome weekend, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.
Currently standing in front of the biggest township in Cape Town, which is called Kalisha. There is over 2 million people living down here.